what, family? Are you tired of living in that prison mindset? Because I know I am. I spent 14 years in prison, but I still realize there's things about me that was still in prison. And I'm out here free. But what I learned is I ignore my higher self sometimes. I ignore when I'm being spoken to. I ignore when I know I'm being dealt with. When I'm being forced to acknowledge that enough is enough. A lot of people stress about finances, and the only thing we have to do is figure out what the extra dollar is that's going to cut down from our financial stress to be able to breathe a little bit. Because until you can breathe a little bit, you'll continue to have that stress. So let's take that out. It's the easiest thing to solve. Like, one of the easiest equations to solve is finances. It's, are you willing to do it? Are you willing to change your mind? And are you willing to put the hustle behind it? Because life, it can't be about just surviving. It has to be about more. And it is. It's about living. But if you ain't willing to let yourself go through the adversity, if you ain't preparing yourself to go through the adversity, then it's not going to work. You're going to stay where you are. You're going to stay captured. You're going to stay in prison. And we got to break that prison mentality. It's the only way. I'm still fighting through it. And finances is not a problem. My bills, my family, we don't lose anything. All those things are solved because I maximize my hustle. Number one important thing to me, make sure no one is stressing and dying over financial stress and losing things, because I've seen a lot of that in my life. So I devote my purpose to making sure we don't lose that. And now my next step is here, trying to figure out the generational wealth. But then figuring out the generational wealth, it's like, okay, what's the purpose in acquiring generational wealth if I don't change the mentality for the generations that's coming behind me? If I continue to think how my grandparents was taught and how my mom then was taught, then what is generational wealth going to do? I have to change the way we think. I have to change the way we see things. I have to prepare us for understanding that in order to cross over to any side of the street, any level, no matter what it is, you have to prepare yourself for adversity. Because when a lot of us walk in whatever walk it is, soon as the adversity hit, I can't handle this. It's too much going on. Because we ain't prepared for that adversity, and we're sitting there now allowing the emotions to take over. You cannot see clear when you're thinking emotional. One more thing before I end this. If from my understanding that the U.S. was built as a business, we were born as an entity, a corporation, then just my understanding, this is how life is operating here in the U.S. You must learn to operate your life like what you are, a corporation. Your time and everything about you is the most valuable thing in this world, because one day, or day one. One day, or day one. So you think about it, what is that thing that we wanted to accomplish, that thing you wanted to accomplish, that thing that has been gnawing at your gut, that thing that you think you have some passion about, that you want to take a crack at, that thing that's been in your crosshairs, that thing I'm thinking about, I want to accomplish it, I think I'm going to be good at it, or who knows, I think I could make something of this particular thing. You know what? One day. I'll do it one day. Okay? That's up to you. Or, and I like this one better,